Welcome back, all you bad kids, to another Timeout review. Today, let's go over Asmus's Lord of the Ring 1/6 scale collectible figure of Gothmog. Please stay tuned towards the end of this video. I'll give you a little more info on my free giveaway when I hit 1,000 subscribers. Also, I will be doing the reviews of all the other figures coming out in this line from Asmus. I have them all pre-ordered and I cannot wait. You can get your pre-orders in at either alteregocomics.com or bigbadtoystore.com. Go do it! So, on the front of the box we got black and brown stone with a little red tint looking like there's blood on it. Yellow lettering that says Lord of the Rings surrounded by black lettering with a gold background of the elvish print. Then extremely tiny lettering, it says 1/6 scale collectible action figure, and then in white, Gothmog. Beneath that, it has another white Asmus Toys logo. If any of you know what the elvish print or text means or is saying, please leave me a comment below. I would love to find out what this is actually saying on this box. On the side of the box, continued stoned blood-covered effect, along with another yellow strip with more elvish writing. Moving on to the back, same blood-covered stone effect, which is actually kind of cool in my opinion. Let me know if you think it looks good, bad, or if they should have done more. We got a couple warnings. A notice that this is not recommended for ages 5 and under, that it's only supposed to be recommended for 15 and up. The Asmus Toys logo, their address, their web address, and the New Line Cinema logo, which happens to be the company that brought us the Lord of the Rings film trilogy. Huge fan of that as well. Same on this side as the other, continued background effect along with the yellow stripe and elvish lettering. Not too much, kind of simple, but it does the job, I think. So once we get the outer cover off, we get to this first plastic sleeve, which holds the figure, his 2 weapons, his extra hand, and his wrist pegs in case, let's face it, accidents happen. In case something happens, you got a couple spares. So once we get this first plastic sleeve up and out, we then get to this plastic sleeve, which holds both bases. As you can see, the black regular plastic base with gold Lord of the Rings printed on. Then it has a diorama base with a little extra accessory I will show you in a few minutes. I'm a huge fan of what they did with this. Alright, moving on. This is the hand that comes attached to the figure itself. It's a fisted closed hand with a piece of the forearm armor that is continued over onto the top of the hand. The paint applications are absolutely wonderful, matches the figure perfectly. This is the extra hand, which is his gripping hand, which will hold his big mace and his huge sword. Great paint application, good shading, continued armor effect, done extremely nicely considering it's the only hand that we do get in this whole figure's box. Moving on to this gigantic mace. As you can see, you pull this little tab off, you will insert the mace into the figure's hand, then put the tab back on to prevent the mace from sliding or moving too much while it's being held by the figure. As you can see, the paint application and the mold looks like it's just been cut from stone. It does have some weight to it, so be careful. Don't want to get anyone injured. Moving on to his sword, same cut from stone look. Even the little blood remnants at the very tip, huge fan of. I think they did a great job of that. Now, it's not sharp on the bottom, but it has a little point to the top, so please be careful. It also has the removable end piece, so you take it off, stick it in the figure's hand, and then put that back on, and voila. It won't move or fall out of your figure's hand while posing. Like I said earlier, here are the couple extra wrist pegs in case an accident happens, which we're all human. It does. Alright, this is the extra accessory that I was talking about for the base. It's a decapitated and limbed cut off torso. It's got some weight to it, it's quite heavy, but as you can see, the detail for the entrails and a lower intestine and stomach and bone is just phenomenal. It looks so gory and good. It's covered in blood, like Gothmog just totally demolished this guy. It's got a cut in the back, like he just got stabbed in the back as well. He's been put through one heck of a fight and lost badly. But as you can see, the stone base has some blood on it, so what you would do is just lay this decapitated torso at the foot of the base, and it looks like it's been bleeding onto the base, where then you will stand Gothmog. Great effect. I wish more bases were this intricate and diorama based. Huge fan. The base has some weight, but it does have the pads underneath, so you don't have to worry about it scratching anything. The Lord of the Rings logo, Gothmog 1/6 scale collectible figure, is printed in white underneath. Comes with the black adjustable cradle that will go into the stone base, and this black plastic base with Lord of the Rings printed in gold. It fits perfectly fine into each base, so you don't have to worry about it not fitting or anything. You can switch between them at any moment. All right, let's go into some detail on this guy. As you can see, he looks menacing. The paint applications, the detail on this thing, I cannot stress enough. This video is probably not doing it justice, but there is this shiny, liquidy look that's covered on his face and his ears that looks like he's oozing. He's got crusty hairs coming out of his ears and the back of his mutated, deformed head. He's got slime coming out of his other ear. His teeth are all gnarly, like he's been chewing on glass or something. The armor is awesome. I don't know if it's movie accurate, but I think it looks fan-freaking-tastic. He's got his little cyst, mutated boil popping out of his left arm's red sleeve, strapped up. He's got his fur little mid-cape coming down, which is, I don't know if it's real hair, but it feels nice. The leather straps are really done well. He has a corduroy red shirt and pants. As you can see, the armor is quite detailed. Now, it is not metal or a hard plastic, guys. This is actually a durable rubber. So you don't have to worry about it snapping or breaking. It's quite flexible in a way, so if you move the figure, you don't have to worry about breaking it off. Scrolling down, he has shin guards and shin armor with leather straps in the back with the silver buckled. Great paint application. Looks great. He also comes with top of the foot armor, which is also well received. I think it looks phenomenal. So if you have any questions or comments about the guy, leave it in the bottom. Let me know what you think. I think they did a great job on him. Completely glad I decided to get him. I have the Lord Mogul figure I'll be doing a review of soon. I have the white Gandalf. All those reviews are coming soon. Now, for this guy's articulation, his head goes 360. Up and down, but be careful. Do not move him too much because you don't want to scrape or rub any of the paint off from his arm or shirt. Don't want to damage the figure, guys. Now, his arms can go up and down, but once again, be careful. The clothing hinders it a little bit. I don't know if it's the clothing or that big boil coming off of his arm, but you want to be careful not to ever damage your figure or rub it the wrong way. His elbow on his left side bends a little bit. I'm not sure if this is just being hindered because of the clothing or if it's supposed to not move that much because it's a deformed arm. The right arm, on the other hand, has complete movability. The elbow bends like every other elbow perfectly fine. You get a good range of motion. I'm not sure if it's 2 points, but it does bend almost at 2 points. The wrist is on a ball peg, so it does rotate 360 degrees. You got some wiggle action going on. A lot of articulation in the upper body. Now, his waist has the ab crunch. You got the left and right turning, the bending in and out. Good range of motion for the waist. And for the knees, bends at 2 points in the knee, as you can see. All of his leg movements, since the clothing is not extremely tight, the pants and the armor is of the durable rubber, you shouldn't have any problems maneuvering the legs whatsoever. His feet are also extremely articulated. You can go up and down, side to side, get some angle going on, because his toe armor or his upper foot armor is actually 2 pieces. So it's not a solid piece that would prevent it from moving. I think that was a nice little touch to continue the articulation and not preventing it. So that's an in-depth look at the figure itself. I hope you enjoyed the figure as much as I did. That concludes our review of Asmus's Lord of the Rings 1/6 scale Gothmog figure. You can pick yours up at BigBadToyStore.com along with any of your action figure needs. You can get the 1/6 scale Asmus white Gandalf figure and the new Orc pre-ordered over at alteregocomics.com. Check them out, lowest prices on the net. Also, hit that subscribe button. Huge giveaway when I hit 1,000 subscribers. Free PS4 or free Xbox One, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that subscribe.